What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome back today to a brand new instalment of our Blackburn Rovers career mode road to glory here on FIFA 18, where today, I believe, off the top of my head, this is episode number 20, so a bit of a milestone. Again, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for your support on this series. Absolutely unbelievable. Again, if you do enjoy this episode, still enjoying the series, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it. But today, we are kicking things off with a bit of good news, because if you go to the inbox here, you can see that Dominic Samuel, our top scorer from last season, the top scorer in League One, is finally back from his long-term injury. He's been out for months upon months upon months. I can't remember exactly what the injury was. I don't think it says there, but yeah, he's been out for a long time. He's going to be making his first appearance for the team this season today. Hopefully starting him off the bench and then getting him to start the second game. And also, we're going to be taking some actions upon your recommendations last episode about Brahim Diaz and Jadon Sancho. I asked both you, I asked you guys, sorry, if you prefer us to go out for Sancho or for Brahim Diaz, and Sancho just about had more votes than Diaz, but the majority of you guys seem to say, you know, either one that you can get will be a fantastic signing. So the first thing that we're going to do in this episode is go in for Jadon Sancho. We've got very close to getting him before. Hopefully this time we can seal the deal and get him in for January. So first things first, we obviously need to agree a fee for Sancho with Borussia Dortmund. Now, when we've negotiated before, I think we got it down to about 1.9 million, 2 million. So we're going to go in with that bit of knowledge, and I think we're going to try and offer a slightly lower fee than that of 1.75 million and see where Dortmund lie with that. Let's see what they say to that. Okay, so we can make some progress here. They've said 1.85 million. I'm actually quite happy to pay that. I think to save messing around, because before we've done this, so we've tried to get them down and then they've ended up going back up. I think we're just going to accept that 1.8 million. I'm more than happy to pay that for Sancho. You can see it leaves us with 1.4 million still left in the budget to work with in January. And he's such a fantastic young player that, yeah, no hesitation, 1.8 million. Let's get this deal done with as little, like, with as few issues, I should say, as possible. Okay, so the transfer fee part was very smooth, 1.85 million. Wages shouldn't be too much of an issue. He's currently on about 16 grand a week at Dortmund. We've got about 27,500 in our wage budget left. So you'd think we should have enough here to attract him to the club. It's just whether he's going to be happy with the roles, whether he wants to move from Germany, all that kind of stuff. He's an English player, of course, so we would be bringing him back to England. But we're going to start off by offering an important role to him. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that's what we're hoping for. That's fantastic stuff. Now, contract length, we obviously want this for as long as possible. A player with a lot of potential. 5 years. Let's see what they say to that. Okay, so he only wants a 4-year deal. Can we make it 4? Meet in the middle? Okay, there we go. So 4-year contract, that's fantastic. He's not looking to add a release clause, that's ideal as well. Obviously the kind of player here that if he does grow, you'd think there'd be interest from other clubs, so that's good to see. Now wage, he's asking for 18,500. The goal thing's a bit high, 730 grand after 20 goals. And £280,000 of a signing on bonus. Now, this is interesting because if he scores 20 goals for us, I don't mind. I don't mind giving him maybe. To be honest, it's not too bad anyway. Is it 730 grand just to get the deal done? Let's take it down to 500. Let's try and negotiate a bit here. Let's not get held to ransom. If he scores 20 goals after 20 goals, 500 grand. That's nothing. That's a good goal contribution. The wage I'm happy with. Signing on bonus I'm happy with, realistically. Let's see if we can bring it down a little bit though. So the wages, that would make him by quite some way the highest paid player at the club. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so see, this is the problem now. It's 19 grand a week, but his bonus is less than the one he was asking for, but it is for less goals. Can we get that wage down a little bit? So this is the problem. I don't know whether to just accept this to get the deal done, or try and negotiate this down a little bit. I mean, 19 grand, you'd be on about 10 grand more than anyone else at the club, but the potential that he's got, that's still a snip, really, long term. You know what? We're just going to accept it. Let's get Jadon Sancho in, boys. That is deal done. We've messed around with this guy enough, and he's you know, the deal's not gone through. This time, we've got in there, we've got the funding, which we didn't have last time, and we just said, you know what? We'll pay what you want, Jadon, because he's going to be a fantastic player. Definitely a future superstar. And he's going to be joining in January. So coming in quickly after those Jadon Sancho negotiations, fantastic to get that deal done. We come in to our first game of today's episode, playing in the Championship, hosting Sheffield United. Not sure how their start to the season has been, but obviously the last episode we had some phenomenal form. We were playing really, really well, and now we're looking in an even stronger position with the addition of Dominic Samuel on the bench, and of course the news of Jadon Sancho joining in January. A big signing, that one, a big long-term one I feel like for us in his career, man. But let's see how they're getting on. Let's have a look at the teams, and then let's get this episode rolling. You can see, actually, I mentioned the teams and where they are. I can't actually see. Sheffield United, they've highlighted Sunderland in 13th. We're in 15th. So either Sheffield United are below that and have started poorly, or they're above where that table was highlighted and have started pretty well. So here is our lineup for today's first game against Sheffield United. It's a pretty standard one, exactly the same one as went out in the last episode's final game. We've got Roya in goal, Nyambe at right back, Williams at left back, Van Berger and Lenihan partnering up at centre half, with Busquets, Harper and Dupont making up a formidable midfield actually from last episode. And then we've got Video, Tabla and Washington, of course, retaining his position. Dominic Samuel back, but not fit to start yet, so hopefully we'll see him off the bench in this game. But Sheffield United lining up, as you can see on the screen now. They've got Ched Evans and Hola leading the line, Arufe in behind, Lundstrom and Whiteman making up the rest of the midfield, playing a 5 at the back with Bulldog, Lafferty, Stearman used to play for Wolves, Basham, Wilson in the defence with Long in between the sticks. Let's hope we can carry on where we left off in the last episode and pick up 3 points here then. He will know as well, with Dominic Samuel coming back into the team, Washington, that first team opportunity, the fact that oh my god! Forget everything I was saying. Nyambe with a bit of a bridge there, that was flipping phenomenal. Can anything come of it? It's a lovely turn in the middle of the park. Oh my lord, it's the weaker foot of Raheem Harper, I believe that is. And he's absolutely sliced it wide, but Nyambe, what a touch that was around his defender. We've got to watch this again in slow motion. You don't get many of these, do you? Nyambe here, look, collects the ball on this side. Let's just have a look at this touch here. Pushes it one side of the defender, goes round the other. That is some wonderful play from the very talented young right back. Nyambe, take a bow, son. Oh, he's got loads of space down the bottom here. Nyambe needs to get across to cover. He does come across, opens up space by doing so. And Raya tips it over. We do need to be careful. Sheffield United works that very well. Got Washington in a bit of space here. We're going to look for the return. We do find the return. Oh, not quite enough room to get the shot away. We're just looking for a bit of space here. It's fell to Dupont. Second ball to the cherry. Oh, it's off the post. Can we get it in from Tabla? Saved by the keeper. And that is our best chance of the game so far. Little flurry there and lucky not to score. Dupont. Bit of space down his left-hand side here for Alvaro Video. Not his natural side, but he can get that in there. It's a great ball. How has nobody got a touch onto that? What a ball that was from Video. It's a goal kick as well. My lord. And here it is then, guys. This is the moment that we've been waiting for quite a while. It's a double substitution, but coming on for his first start in the Championship for us this season is Dominic Samuel. Just come back from a big injury. We're giving him 15 minutes here at the end of the game. Can he produce something to win us this game and come back with a bang? What can we produce here? Dominic Samuel's getting into the middle. We're going to try and drop inside. We've got a run from Harper, who just about picked him out. And we may have won the game with that one. It's 1-0. And that is a wonderful goal. Raheem Harper, I was so close to taking him off for bringing on Peter Whittingham, but we decided to take off Dupont instead just because his stamina was slightly lower, and that decision could end up winning this game. It's well blown by Tabla, comes inside after a little fake shot, lays it off to Harper, who I thought was going to be stopped by that tackle. He sort of stumbled, but he manages to stay on his feet, slot it away on his left foot. And it's just a familiar sight from last season, and Kim Harper coming on, I mean he started this game, but winning the games late on, and he may have done it again here. Fantastic stuff, 1-0, and I'd say we deserve it. Come on, we've not got long to hold on here now. We're into stoppage time. That late goal, surely that could win it for us. But we've seen already this season several times that these Championship teams don't give up easy, and they're not going to here. It's no exception! I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. How many times have we seen it this season where we've been winning games, and then in the dying embers, the final seconds, the AI have come back to equalise. And we've seen it again now. We need to get so much better at that. But it's the kind of thing where, what can you do there? We could stop the cross here, but he's done well to keep it in. It's a good cross. We've defended it well initially, but it's a rotten goal to concede, that is. And after thinking we were going to win it, Lucas Holla has equalised, and that's probably going to be the last kick of the game. Are we going to get a chance at all to come forward? No, we're not. 1-1. Oh, that is so disappointing after taking the lead so late on with Raheem Harper. So disappointing. But like I said, we've seen it far too often already this season. When you think that's happened, I think that's the third time at least now that is an extra like 6 points we could have added on to this season. We would have been so much further up the table, but we've just got to snap ahead of it. We can't keep on doing it. Simple as that. Here we are then, guys, shortly after that disappointing in the end result against Sheffield United. We now take Rovers onto the road. We'll be playing Ipswich Town, a team that we actually faced twice in quick succession. We got them today, and then we got Sunderland, then Ipswich again in the Cup, which is going to be in the next episode, I think. But yeah, after that late equaliser from Sheffield United, that was so disappointing. I was just actually looking, and if we hadn't conceded all the late goals that we had and held on to those wins, we'd actually be in 7th place right now. So right in there in the playoffs, but as it stands, we're down in 16th. You can see there, 6th place on 21 points. We'd have been on exactly the same, but yeah, you know, like I say, we've got to snap out of it. There's nothing more we can say. Ipswich, usually a solid enough team in the Championships. This is going to be an easy game, but it's a big game for one reason, and that reason only is that Dominic Samuel will be starting, as you'll see in just a second. Here is the Ipswich lineup. There's a few recognisable names in there. You've got McGoldrick and Freddie Sears. I'm noticing straight away. I have no idea who that left striker is. They've got Ward, Emir Hughes, a former Man City player. Quinozes in the middle of the park. They've got Kenlock, Webster, Smith, and Manuel, and then Bielowski in between the sticks. But yeah, this is Dominic Samuel's first start in the Championship. Now he's recovered from his injury, fully fit to play this game. Obviously, Washington had been in fantastic form. Let's not take that away from him. But Samuel, he was our top scorer last season, the top scorer in the league. There's no way we can't just get him straight into that team. So you can see he's leading the line. The rest of the team stays exactly the same. Still pretty fit. The stamina wasn't too bad after that last game. But hopefully Samuel can get in the goals, and that could be a big catalyst for change for us this season and really push us up this table. Samuel, it's a great run. Samuel, oh, what a save. Please not that in. Oh, he's offside. He's offside, I think. Oh, good lord. I thought Samuel had done it. You know, he timed his run so well. Finds Dominic Samuel. We're going to go back to Dupont. We need a runner from somewhere. Harper's on the edge. Going to play that inside. It's a lovely turn. Can we get the shot away? We can. And we can take a 1-0 lead away at Ipswich. And it's a lovely work goal. Fantastic play from Samuel Dupont. And then a lovely finish by, I think it was Alvaro Video. I could be right. It is Alvaro Video. I was going to say, I wasn't completely sure. Took it on his weaker left foot as well there. But such a patient move there. Just looking for that final pass. Find it eventually. It's Harper that finds Video. It's a lovely take. A lovely turn away from the defender to find half a yard. And a nice finish there at the keeper's side. We've started this game well. Bring it away now. Samuel's on the ball. He's got the run of Video. This could be 2-0. Video here. He's got the freedom of the box to himself. And he finishes it. 2-0. 2 for Video. That is exactly what we want to be seeing. Samuel plays the through ball. Video, though, had so much space. Like, too much space, really. I don't know where the Ipswich defence had gone, but that is what we want to see. Lovely counter-attacking play, and Video made no mistake. Could brace for him in this game already, but look how much space he had here, the number 7. He's done really well for us this season. We bought him in. I knew what he was all about, and another chance tucked away. 2-0 now, and realistically, that should be game over. There's a long way to go, but the next goal is going to be key, I suppose, if there is one. Samuel finds his teammate in the middle of the park. We've got a runner here. Video's over. He's on a hat-trick. Alvaro Video gets the hat-trick, and that is definitely game over. It's his first hat-trick for the club, for Blackburn, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that could be our first hat-trick of the season as well. Alvaro Video getting it on that right-hand side. This is the game it was supposed to be all about Dominic Samuel. His first game back in the team as a starter, and don't get me wrong, he's had a good game, but it's ended up being all about Alvaro Video. The young Spaniard on this right-hand side grabbing his hat-trick, and that makes it Ipswich 0, Blackburn 3, and this bodes very well for the cup tie we've got with them in 2 games' time as well. Well played. Dupont. Video. What a move this could be. Looking towards that back stick. It's a great ball in. That is 4-0. What a move. We have absolutely swept Ipswich to one side, and it's Xander Dupont. I want to say, Dupont, youth player, signing through the academy. He too is taking a bit of a seat on the back burner. He's not seeing much game time right now, but Dupont, we gave him that one chance in the team a few games back, and he's just taken it with open arms. He's been fantastic since we brought him in. Started off the move in the middle of the park, comes back to him in the end, and the absolute giant of a Belgian slams it into the roof of the net. But Dupont, guys, can't drop him. He's been unreal for us. Well, in a game, we're getting it down the line, and The problem is Ipswich right now, they are throwing bodies forward and it's leaving them so open on the counter-attack. That's a lovely ball swept out wide to Video. Can we get it in towards the back stick? Tabler's there. It's 5-0, guys. We are putting Ipswich to the sword. It's a lovely switch. Video gets it. This is 2 minutes after our last goal. Whipped in there. Tabler at the back stick. He's very good aerially for a winger. Lovely header. And you can hear the boos ringing around Portman Road because Ipswich have been demolished here. It's Moise Keane that scored, sorry. It wasn't Tabler. I was saying it was Tabler arriving at the back stick, but it's Moise Keane who's just come off the bench. So forgive me for that, guys. That has got to be full-time. Yes, it is. There's the full-time whistle. What a performance. 5-0 thumping of Ipswich away from home. Our Barrow Video grabs the hat-trick. 4 shots and 3 goals, but a clean sheet. 5 goals. Great return for Dominic Samuel, despite the fact that he didn't score. But what a performance from the boys to pick that win up away from home. That is unreal. So guys, we've now arrived at our final game of today's episode. We're going to be taking on Sunderland in the league at home. But I think before we get into that, it's worth showing you the league table. And that is because we have gone right up now to 11th place. We're currently sitting on 18 points, but I mentioned it a few times. Like, if we can get a good run going, we can be right up there. We are currently only 8 points off top of the table, which is it's crazy. So hopefully, if we can get another win today, I think it feels like quite some time since we've lost, but we have been drawing games. But yeah, if we can win this game against Sunderland, who, by the way, also haven't started great. I don't know if you saw them, but I'll show you. They are down in 16th place, but the points difference. I mean, they're in 16th on 17 points. We're in 11th on 18. That is ridiculous. So, to end off the episode, hopefully we can pick up 3 points. Let's get into the game. I think it's going to be the same lineup as last time. Hopefully you can get the job done. Here we are then, guys, hosting Sunderland for the last game of today's episode. And I did just say, I think, that the lineup was going to stay the same. We've actually ended up making one change, and that is bringing Peter Whittingham into the starting 11, purely because of stamina issues with Raheem Harper. Needed a little bit of a rest. His bar was pretty low, so we're resting him for this game. Whittingham's coming in. Hopefully he can do the job, because he Lee Cattermole leading at Sunderland. Obviously a Premier League established team for a long time. They got relegated last season in reality, and clearly didn't manage to get promoted out of the Championship in their first season there. You can see, as well, I've already pointed out, 16th place. Not a great start for them, but literally 1 point behind us. Crazy how close this is in the bottom half slash, well, really it's close from sort of 6th down to 18th, which is ridiculous. But it's kind of the normal thing in the Championship to a certain extent, just because there's so many teams and so many fixtures. But let's have a look at the lineups and then get into today's game. Here we go then, guys. Here's our lineup for today's fixture. Like I've just mentioned, it's exactly the same one as last time, apart from Whittingham's inclusion. You've got Dominic Samuel leading the line ahead of Video and Tabler on either side. Whittingham, Dupont and Busquets in the middle of the park. And then Williams, Niambe at wing-backs with Lenihan, Van der Berger at centre-half and Raya in between the sticks. It's going to be interesting. Samuel now is 2 games in since he's come back. Not scored a goal yet, but I think you've got to give him the time. It's only his second start, obviously. But if he doesn't start scoring goals after 3 or 4, maybe then the likes of Moise Keane and Washington can be knocking on the door. But this is the Sunderland lineup. They've got Soro, James Vaughan, Jermaine Lenz is in there, Barini, Cattermole, lots and lots of recognisable names. It's surprising to see them down in 16th, to be honest. But certainly a team we've got to be wary of. Finds Dominic Samuel. We'll go for goal from here. Oh, it's a good save. Samuel testing the gloves early on of the Sunderland keeper. I'm not actually sure who's in goal, but that was a decent save. And we brought it away. Oh no, someone's down. Who's this? Who's this? Is it Lenihan? Not quite sure what he was doing at that end of the pitch anyway, but the fact that he's gone down is bad news. It is Lenihan. Maybe it's from a corner or something. What are we going to do here? Charlie Mulgrew, to be fair, can come on, and he's a pretty perfect replacement to player that played lots for us last season. Very experienced. So if we are going to get an injury, I suppose Mulgrew's the perfect man to step in. Let's hope it's nothing long term though. Lenihan, captain at the moment, and well, been captain since last season, I believe. Been very, very solid for us. Sunderland putting together a really nice move here. We need to be careful. Oof, blooming heck, that was well hooked away. Great ball into the box. Oh, but he's on his own. That's got to be 1-0. And from being so well drilled at the back there, we defended that first ball really, really well. We just couldn't react quickly enough when the ball came back in. We dealt with the initial ball, but look at the positions of the defenders here. No one picks him up. It's just that perfect timing for Sunderland where the defence has run out. James Vaughan had stayed still and he was just about onside. And he tucks away the chance of a 1-0 down here. Gutting. Good battling from him. Can he get it back here in a good position? Is that not a pen? It is a penalty, I'll tell you what. Sunderland scored in the 45th minute. We basically have been sent off as well. We basically went for a kick-off. It's Lamina Kona that's put in an absolutely ridiculous challenge on Samuel. He'd pulled away from the defender, but he was going away from goal. He does get the ball, but he goes through Samuel to get it. And that is away back into the game. Mark Wilson coming on for Asora, so they're bringing on a centre-half straight away in place of the striker. But what we're going to do is here, Video's on the penalty, 6-1. We must have someone better than that. And in fact, Peter Whittingham, step up to the plate, son. Can he tuck this away? I was going to give it to Dominic Samuel, but we're going to play it sensibly. The best penalty taker at the club. And it's been saved. Can you believe it? So frustrating. The longer this goes on, the more frustrating it's going to be from our point of view. Have we got the overlapping run again? We have Derek Williams bringing it forward again. A constant outlet. Can we get the ball in now? We can! Oh, how have we not scored? But we've still not cleared it. Oh, thank Lord for that. 60th minute, still not scored. Don't know how, but we need to defend this corner. If we can get this clear, we won't be able to get a break, but we need to clear it. And it's 2-0 Sunderland. That's so annoying. Been dominant in this game and give away that goal at the end of the half. Started the second half really well, and then from a ridiculous corner. It's not ridiculous, we just didn't defend it well enough. I mean, it's just a poor goal to concede, isn't it, really? I can't believe that. Mark Wilson, who came on as a sub, ironically, as well, scores the goal. It's this guy. He needs to recapture the form of last season. It's Dominic Samuel. Still Dominic Samuel. Still Samuel. Come on! Samuel gets the goal. 2-1. That's his first goal of the championship season, and we're going to need a few more of those in this game now. At least 2 more to win the game, obviously. Look at that. He gets so lucky. Nutmegs the defender somehow, and we get the goal. But come on, there's still time left here. There's still time. Come on. We're on all-out attack here. Tabla. Back to Samuel. Can we get it back to Tabla? It's not the way to go, although we've got Ryerson fresh off the bench coming down this left-hand side. Someone needs to show for me. Someone show for me. Could Ryerson go alone? Yes, he can! Back into the game. It's a rare goal for the Norwegian man, Ryerson. Doesn't play that many games for us. He's often used as rotation, but he's coming in this left-back position for Derek Williams because he was so knackered and the ball seemed to be coming down this side all the time. I thought chuck on Ryerson. A bit more nerves in the final third maybe. We really wanted someone we could drop this back to as an option. Didn't happen, so we went along with Ryerson and it flies into the back of the net. Just a pair of the shot takes it in off the keeper, I think now. It does indeed. And we're back in this game. 2-2. 5 minutes to go. Can we win this now? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There's still hope here. We're staying on all-out attack, and this is why we've got to win it here. We've got to win it. Look at the men we got over. We've got Samuel over. It's got to be. It's there. 3-2. Comeback complete. I have no idea where Sunderland's defence had gone then, but we made the bold decision to remain on all-out attack, and you could see that because when we won the ball there were just so many options, and my God, we get it. This win is so goddamn deserved. It has been such hard work, and for a second there, I thought Dominic Samuel had missed it. We played it safe to him. He was our top scorer last season. Was never in doubt, really, but the way he hit that could have easily gone wide. 3-2 now. Now we're going to part that buzz, take it off ultra-attacking, and hopefully get the win. My Lord. Surely not another late goal. Surely. No, there's not. They played it up the line, but thank the Lord they've blown the 4-time whistle and some late drama. And for a change this season, it's in our favour. We get the 3-2 win against 10 men Sunderland. We made that so much more difficult than it needed to be. The missed penalty, then going down to 10 men, missing lots of chances, but we do get the 3 points in the end. And that is what we need to be doing, converting draws into wins, not converting leads into draws. So fantastic stuff. That's going to end the episode. Let's take a look at the league table and then we'll round it off. So there was a bit of bad news despite that fantastic comeback. And that is that Lenihan has suffered a dislocated shoulder. It's going to be it for about 8 weeks. So just as we get Samuel back, one of our main players, we lose another one in Lenihan, which kind of sucks. But we have at least got the comfort of Charlie Mulgrew, who can definitely step in there and certainly do a job. But we're just going to take a quick look at the table here. And I've got a sneaky suspicion we are going to be in sort of at least the top half. Maybe closing in on playoffs as it stands. So let's just find out here. So Blackburn Rovers, yeah, we're up there in 8th place now, right on the verge of playoffs after a great 2 episodes where we've been picking up lots of points. That is a big change from, like I say, 2 or 3 episodes ago We were in some bad form, we were struggling, but form's turned around. Dominic Samuel's back, a brace in that game, which is fantastic. Hopefully, we can continue that form and try and challenge for those playoff spots. But that's going to end off this episode. If you have enjoyed it, guys, like I said at the start, leave a big thumbs up on it. I will catch you all in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Nidge out.